Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is more of a root chakra healing. After the last one, the red heart dish that the red candle was on was completely cracked all the way through, and you can see the wax that is still left there. But yeah, it was cracked completely like this, and I just moved the pieces over and put a new candle in the middle. Um, so that basically means that our heart is broken from childhood, and that needs to be healed. But I was guided to a few other things as well. One thing that came into my mind was that in German, the word gift means poison in English, whereas the English word gift is something totally different in German, Geschenk. So, like, not the meaning of gift as in present, but actually, no, sorry, what I was thinking, let me explain that differently. So, what came to mind here was how toxic, dark, evil, unhealed people send us their toxic or poisonous emotions. And I recently heard somewhere that Buddha said to someone who didn't understand why he wouldn't get upset or angry when somebody was just basically trying to get a reaction out of him. And he said, well, if someone gives you a gift and you don't want it, whose is it, right? So I was thinking of that. So, like, all that emotional, like, dark emotional stuff thrown at us is sort of a quote unquote gift, but a really toxic, poisonous, evil gift that they send us. And, well, we don't want it. We're sending it back, right? So, in that sense, we're like Teflon. Nothing sticks. It's going to roll off our backs. So that's what I was guided to. Then I was guided to pine, like this is white pine, that we need to use pine to help us heal the root chakra. And then I looked up a bunch of stuff. The website I used that stood out to me was Parita Shah Healing. And basically, like, there's lots of information, and I'll put a link. But what stood out to me was fear, anxiety, depression, a sense, or actually a lack of sense of belonging, that it governs the immune system and bones, that it stores trauma from genocides, famines, and war, and not just from us, but also our ancestors, plus any kind of abandonment and neglect issues from our childhood, right? Then chronic illness and chronic fatigue, dizziness, iron deficiency, and some other issues, health issues, are connected to the root chakra. Usually there's a lack of trust and a feeling of scarcity, so lack consciousness, and being worried about survival. So all of this stuff, I realized, is connected in a sense. Because when we don't feel safe, loved, safe, and protected, we have fear, right? And that comes from, wait a minute, where was it? Now I lost it. Lack of trust. Anyway, fear of abandonment and neglect, right? So fear of abandonment is really sort of the root, the core wound that needs to be healed. And if we were abandoned either physically or emotionally just by being neglected or not being looked after emotionally in the way that we need it, then that breaks our heart, basically, right? So yeah, let me call in our spirit guides and let's get a healing for that. So, oh, and I already smudged, but just let everyone be cleansed and renewed. Let us all be cleansed and renewed. Our energies be cleansed and renewed. Take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational, and flood us with massive amounts of love and light. Okay, dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, dear Mother Earth and Great Spirit of the fire, and of course, like all the elements, please help us heal from